I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. But what I don't find sad is the fact that Christian Bale thinks the Sigma community are a bunch of losers. Hi, welcome to That Thing with James. This is a variety show with no particular niche, baby. It's always about hanging out. Maybe we'll laugh at some stuff, maybe we'll learn something new, but it's always about hanging out, me and you. Hi, I'm here. I'm still doing this. And why should you tune in? Well, you got something better to do? Sit down. Sit down. And let's explore Sigmas. Now, if you're not familiar with Sigmas, it's a thing. It's a thing. You may have heard of the phrases like alpha male and beta male, and I find this stuff funny. Apparently, this whole thing, without looking it up, I've looked it up before years ago. Off memory, some dude did some study and wrote a paper about how wolves interact with each other, particularly male wolves. And in this paper, which has since been debunked, it's total bullshit. This guy suggests that among male wolves, there are the alphas. And usually there's like one alpha for the pack, the alpha wolf. And the alpha wolf is usually bigger and stronger, according to this shit. Bigger and stronger, and most importantly, gets laid the most. That's right. This whole hierarchy is about fucking. Now, other than the alphas, then you have the beta. And you will hear about beta males, beta cucks, that sort of thing, beta losers. The betas are the smaller, weaker, shyer wolves, not like shire as in where the hobbits live. I'm talking like SHYER, or would it be IER? And no, that's not how you spell Shire, Middle Earth. Whatever the case, the shy, small, meek wolves that don't get laid. And so this idea was picked up by the, bro community, which is, it's so fucking incel. All this stuff, I would say is absolutely adjacent neighbor related to the incel community. If you don't know what incels are, that can turn into a real dark fucking rabbit hole there. But short explanation, an incel is an involuntary celibate. It's the nice guy. Let me preface here. All this stuff that I'm talking about is extremely online. If you're online often, you probably know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're not online often, I'm just telling you right now, if this all sounds foreign, if you're unfamiliar with this, or if maybe you might have heard it, just the word, but you didn't know what the fuck it meant, well, I'm going to do my best to explain this stuff and laugh about it, because it gets to one of my favorite subjects over this past year. Well, rather, most entertaining subjects, and that is Sigmas. So yeah, if you're online, this is all very online stuff. There's like the incel community. It's involuntary celibates. It's the nice guys. Women talk about the nice guy. Let me think of someone. Jim Carrey's character in The Mask would be like a nice guy before he puts on the mask. When he puts on the mask, he becomes sort of like, he becomes an alpha. Yeah, he definitely becomes a sort of alpha, although I wouldn't necessarily consider him an alpha Chad. He might be alpha sigma adjacent or sigma leaning alpha forward identifying. Would this be like alpha queer? I don't know. But all this stuff is related to incels, and incels are, stereotypically very online, isolated, often self-isolated young men, cisgender, identified at birth, all that shit, males who identify as involuntary celibates. They're misunderstood. They don't fit in society, in their family, in their peer circles. They regard themselves as sort of outcasts who are misunderstood. Now, this actually kind of sounds a lot like Sigmas, except Sigmas are cooler than incels. And I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But right now, I'm going to take a second to inform you of some quick business. If you did not know, I do bonus episodes every time I record one of these free episodes like this one. I record a bonus episode right afterwards. I got to let my camera charge. But I record bonus episodes every time there's a free episode. So I think this week will be bonus episode number 50. And you can get access to that and all the other, like full access to all bonus episodes by supporting this show and my other creative endeavors upon which I have embarked starting this year at patreon.com/ThatThingWithJames. Yes, that's right. $5 can get you through the door. And once you're in, you have full access to all bonus episodes and the peace of mind of helping support an independent creator, an artiste. So once again, that's at patreon.com/ThatThingWithJames if you want to help support this show. And for those of you who are already patrons, thank you. You are the true Sigma Gigachads. Let's see what else. This is a one-man show. I'm always on the hunt for content, that topics, memes, articles, videos, whatever. If you have any suggestions or questions you would like me to answer on this show, or if you just want to say nice things to me, you may do so. You are welcome and invited to send me an email at thatthingwithjames@gmail.com. Thatthingwithjames@gmail.com. You can also find me on social media and probably DM me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. My handle on all three is at James J. Asher. What else? I have a subreddit. Post shit posts, give me shit posts, give me goods, post them on my subreddit, r/thatthingwithjames. I have a YouTube channel, listeners. I have a YouTube channel. Just go to the search bar. I don't have enough subscribers yet to claim a URL for me to just give you. So go to youtube.com. In the search bar, type in That Thing with James. My channel will pop up. Go subscribe. Go, do it. Do it. What else? You got something better to do? Come on. Just do it. And that's it. And don't forget patreon.com/thatthingwithjames. All that information will be in the episode description in case you missed it and wanted to read it. All right, so that's that. Back to the topic at hand. All right, so bro community online. I don't even know when it started, but I just remembered hearing about incels and Joe Rogan bros. It's all communities from like 4chan and Reddit and all these different forums online. And these bro communities will form. And one of the things they adopted was this false hierarchy of the natural order of, genetics and personality. It's sort of like, it's kind of like eugenic science of hierarchy of who's the most fuckable, because alpha males are your Chad. A Chad is a guy who's like muscular, conventionally handsome, strong, attractive, kind of a Don Juan, a natural born leader, and outgoing. Whereas a beta male is like a chinless wonder who sits in their room all day, has no game, is weak and nerdy, and can't get laid. And those tend to become the incels who are just bitter that they can't do fucking. And that's the long and short of it. So there are other points on this bullshit hierarchy. And there is the sigma male, and then there's the omega male. Now, I took a test maybe 2 months ago that said I was an omega male. And I was surprised. And I think, frankly, that probably makes me superior to a sigma male, because sigma males are guys who could be alphas if they want to, but they're smarter. Sigma males consciously remove themselves from this hierarchy thing and stand outside. They're considered the lone wolf. And there are so many memes. So there's the sigma male. It's a guy who could get laid, who is smart, who is also nerdy, but who is also strong and can be charismatic, but prefers to keep to themselves. They're the lone wolf. It's the cool, quiet, brooding guy who tends to get rich and can get laid if they want, but they don't necessarily need it the way, like an alpha does. So that's the idea of a sigma male. It takes sort of elements of both the alpha and the beta, fuses them, and then makes it sort of like transcendent. Now, one of the main things that I really enjoy about this whole sigma concept is the memes, because there are endless sigma male memes, utterly absurd, that really exist as a joke. It's poking a joke at the concept of there being sigmas, alphas, betas, omegas. It's making fun of the concept of people who do actually buy into this alpha male shit. You can certainly find a lot of alpha males in circles of people who are really into UFC, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and or Joe Rogan. But if you're into one of those things, you're into all three. That's just kind of how it is. Just a second. This Sigma Gigachad needs a drink of water, so give me just a second. Digga, what's up? I'm back, and let's redirect here. Let's get on to some reading. I think I've gone off the dome for long enough now. Let's get into some reading. I did a little bit of research. I pulled up some web search results here off of a I can't think of the word. Search engine database. I plugged some inquiries into a. Hold on a second. Fuck. I meant to be wearing my shades this whole time. Hold on. I totally forgot I meant to be wearing these shades this whole damn time from the very beginning. But I remembered. Hold on. God, allergies are still getting me. They're not as bad as they were this time last week, though. Thank goodness. Although I have been taking stuff that I usually try to avoid, but it got so bad I started taking it. Allergy meds. I've been taking Flonase, which has like a type of steroid in it, and I try to avoid this shit because it amps up my agitation, anxiety, really. And yeah, I try to avoid that. I try to go the natural route for as long as possible. But if it gets bad, like it had been, I will resort to, the hard shit, as I have done. So, anyway, back to the topic. I did some searching, and of course, I went to Reddit because this is a perfect place for this type of topic. There is the Reddit. I went to Out of the Loop, and someone posted, "What is up with Sigma male mindset?" And whoever this poster is from a year ago included some kind of meme of like, a starter pack of like, sort of like a vision board of who and how to be as a person. Because a lot of this stuff, once again, going back to the incel thing, a lot of this stuff is regarding identity because it's revolving around. I could absolutely make a Marxian analysis of this whole situation, that there is a strong level of alienation here. I mean, there's a reason that the suicide rates for men, especially young men, is so fucking high. I mean, really fucking high. And one of those reasons is not just, a very understandable and real despair in this. Maybe we're in late capitalism. Who even knows if this is even the late part? I can think of it getting a lot worse, and it's already pretty fucking awful. A lot worse, or a lot worse. Pardon my grammar. But alienation, having a lack of identity and meaning, any sort of sense in life, in this hyper capitalistic, fascistic life of now, this sick materialistic society, man, daddy-o. There's a lot of searching for identity, and this is where it kind of falls in with like incels and just young men in general, or maybe even not so young men, because there are certainly a lot of fully grown ass, full middle-aged and older men still trying to find some sort of identity. And this can, but more often for younger men, lead to this whole hierarchy thing of, am I an alpha? Am I a sigma? Am I a beta? But what's the sigma? Let's get in here. So this person on r/out of the loop asks, what is up with sigma male mindset? And in the comments, there's this one person, CM Henny, says, answer: it's a made-up male hierarchy system based off the redacted study from David Mech, where he classified wolves as alphas and betas. The quote-unquote manosphere has adopted these labels and further added on with new classifications. Sigma males are, according to this model, lone wolves who don't care about the opinions of others and don't need the sex that the alpha males get. Did I forget to mention this entire dynamic boils down to having sex? Because it does. In reality, Sigma males and Sigma male mindset is a made-up idea created by antisocial young men to justify their own isolation and sexual frustration, and to construct a world where they are at the top of an imagined hierarchy. So to reference some of the characters, because a lot of this boils down to movie characters are sort of icons put up on a pedestal, which is why I brought up Christian Bale at the very beginning, because Christian Bale has played some very big roles for which he's quite famous in movies that this manosphere community considers sigmas. Think Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, or like, that's a big one. That's a big one. Or who the fuck else? I mean, they would even consider his Batman, like Bruce Wayne, is a Sigma male. Or there is one other I am fully fucking forgetting. There was, oh, Jesus Christ. There's American Psycho, Batman, and then I just cannot think of it, but he totally played another Sigma. He plays a lot of Sigmas, Christian Bale does. And let's see, who else? Oh, there's actually a list, and this is one of these memes that are making fun of this concept comes in. Someone made a video on, I'd never heard of this subreddit before, Millionaire Grindset, top 5 Sigma male movies. I'm just going to like read to you. It's rather brief. Who these top 5 Sigma male movies, what the movies are, and what characters are the top 5 Sigma males. So here we go. I'm just going to like describe it to you because I don't feel like editing in this fucking video. Number 1, Taxi Driver. Or number 5 rather. Travis Bickle has a porn addiction and wants to murder people, thus making him a Chad Sigma. Number 4 is Wolf of Wall Street. Jordan Belfort gets rich illegally, becomes addicted to drugs, and commits adultery, making him the prime Sigma. Number 3 is Fight Club. Oh yeah, Fight Club is the ultimate Sigma male movie as well. Literally, the entire movie is about beating up dudes and overthrowing beta capitalists. If that isn't Sigma, then I don't know what is. What was that? 3. Number 2 is American Psycho. Batman just kills people for no reason, which is Sigma as hell. And then number 1 coming in, number 1 Sigma male movie is, bear with me, Minions 2. Let's see, why? Why does it say this? Gru and the yellow people are very funny. Okay, and that's why they're the ultimate Sigmas. I've not seen any of the Minions movies, so I don't know anything about this, but I think I'd like to see it. Someone said Dark Knight trilogy in the comments. Literally every movie is about 2 Sigmas with different beliefs trying to assert dominance over each other. This is true. This is true because the Joker is yet another character that people regard as like a Sigma male. Specifically Heath Ledger's Joker and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in the movie Joker. They call him a Sigma. You know, he's an outcast. He's outside of the fucking system. You know, he marches by his own drum because he is a Sigma male. I found this other website. What is theadultman.com? What is a Sigma male? A Sigma male is a man within the socio-sexual hierarchy who chooses to live his life outside of the normal social dominance hierarchy structures of society. Sigma males share many traits in common with the alpha archetype, though their tendency to walk outside of the lines of traditional social dominance hierarchies set them apart and makes them different. They're more solitary, called lone wolves or wanderers. So while I was looking at that, I found this quiz of the male hierarchy test. And I think I want to take this with you. There's 31 questions. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Let's save that for the bonus episode. If you want to find out where I land on the socio-sexual hierarchy, am I an alpha, a sigma, an omega, a zalpha, or a beta cuck? If you want to find out, stick around for the bonus episode. You can find that at patreon.com/thatthingwithjames. That's right, patreon.com/thatthingwithjames. Thanks for tuning in. I'm excited to find out where I fall on this hierarchy. So yeah, come check it out. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. I love you. Bye.